week with one question. Who's hungry? I found a teen who's on his way to becoming a great chef, and he already has his own cookbook. That's right, he loves creating new recipes. I want you to meet Jake Tanner. Cooking can be lots of things. For 18-year-old Jake Tanner, he's all about sharing his love of food with everyone.
I'm not the video game type to sit down in front of a TV.
For Jake, he'll take the kitchen any day of the week. It's his passion and his hobby. He likes experimenting and discovering new flavors through trial and error.
I love trying new things. I'm all about adventure and making sure that I've tried each thing at least once. A chef is someone who can take any ingredient you throw at him and know what to do with it without referring to the internet or other cookbooks. It's someone that has mastered the cooking techniques.
And this young chef is doing his best to make a name for himself. He's an entrepreneur at heart.
My goal is that the cooking and, hopefully the book will bring me to the cooking gadgets and cutlery, my own line of cutlery and cookware. I want to open up my own private high school sometime down the road.
But for now, he wants to be the best chef he can be and let his food do all the talking for him.
I like cooking because I like to eat good food and because I really like the freedom that I get in the kitchen. Cooking is very hard. It's very easy to burn or undercook or make something taste undesirable. I learned how to cook two ways, instruction and self-taught. I believe you learn the most from your mistakes, so I think that my ability and knowledge about food today is just based on my experience and my experimenting in the kitchen.
So how did you get started cooking?
I was about 5 years old and just like going to different restaurants, and it was actually one, it was teppanyaki. So just like watching them like at the table, sitting just a couple feet away from the chefs and seeing them play with like the giant knives, and it was like, as a 5-year-old, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I came home and then of course went for the giant knives, which my mom wasn't too happy about. From there it just kind of progressed.
And what was the first thing you made after seeing this?
First thing I made was the fried rice from that same restaurant. I'd say it was almost daily that I would come home and be making fried rice as a little 5-year-old.
And flash forward to today, where Jake has already published his first cookbook.
My book, it's called Stick It in Your Pie Hole.
Creative.
It's taking fresh and quality ingredients and just preparing them in a way that their natural characteristics really come out.
So what is your signature dish?
I'd have to say from my book is shrimp ceviche, which is Latin origin. It's really simple. It's shrimp meat and lemon, lime juice and zest, red onion and cilantro, and that's it. And
okay.
It's almost like shrimp salsa, if you will. So you take corn chips and you dip it in the shrimp.
So what are we cooking today?
Today we are gonna make 3 things. We're making some roasted red potato wedges, a marinated lemon and garlic chicken with some rosemary. It's really tasty.
All right, sounds good to me.
First we're gonna take the red potatoes and we're gonna cut them into wedges. We're gonna put them in the oven. They're gonna get nice and crispy. We're just gonna start off cutting it lengthwise. Then you have the half. You're gonna cut 1 indent there. So if you look at it, you have these 3 even wedges, and those will just go in the bowl for now. We have 2 potatoes left here, and they both have your name on them.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold it like this, is that right?
Madison's finger and potatoes. Pinch it on the side, you're just gonna cut right through that bridge. Make sure you push the potato down, that way it doesn't slip.
Okay.
And since that knife is serrated, if you go forwards and backwards a little bit.
So saw a little bit?
Yep. There's some olive oil in there. We have some fresh rosemary. We have some fresh thyme and some raw crushed garlic. Want to pour that in there for me?
Sure.
You can scoop that stuff and then pour the oil.
Okay.
And just scoop the remainder. And then I'll do a pinch of pepper, and you want to do a pinch of kosher salt.
Okay, so
All right, so we will mix these up. I'm gonna grab our pan, put it right on top. Pour those. Give the pan a shake.
A shake?
Put them evenly. Yeah. Those are gonna go right into our oven.
Like that?
We'll set that for 20 minutes. We are gonna make the marinade for the chicken.
Okay.
So I have just some chicken breast that earlier in the day I butterflied and just used a mallet just to kind of even it out because you want this to be thin. I'll let you be the ingredient adder. We're gonna put some crushed garlic.
In the bag?
Yep. It just makes cleanup easier. That's a
Sure.
simple explanation. We have some chopped rosemary.
Okay.
You can do a pinch of salt and pepper in there. I'm gonna put some olive oil in there.
Tell me when.
Perfect. All right, so next we have lemons and limes. A lot of people just think that in lemons and limes you can just use the juice, but actually the most flavorful part is in the rind. I'm just gonna scratch it off and have you smell that.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So now we have everything in here and we are going to seal this up. I'll let you give it a shake.
A shake?
Yeah, you gotta massage the chicken.
Like this?
You just get everything really
Ooh,
even in there.
fun.
Chicken's all ready. I'm gonna put this into the fridge. All right, so it's been an hour and our chicken's ready for the grill. Putting the oil on the meat means you don't have to do it on the pan.
Why don't you just dump the whole thing on there?
Oil and water aren't friends at all. And when something has a lot of water in it, it's not gonna get crispy. So the lemon and lime juice, if we were to just dump it all in there, the chicken wouldn't get that nice crispy and crunchy flavor that we want it to. This is gonna go 2 to 4 minutes per side. All right, so everything's ready to go.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna put a piece of this on our plate. I like a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top just to garnish. I'm gonna take some of our roasted potatoes.
This looks so delicious. Okay, so now we need to taste it.
Should we go for the chicken first?
Sure. Oh, that's so good.
Taste the lemon and the garlic and everything in there.
That is so good.
Let's go for the potatoes next.
Potatoes are my favorite.
Yeah? Doesn't it taste like a French fry, kinda? It's like a flavorful, healthy French fry.
It does. Well, thank you so much for teaching me how to make this, and I hope I can learn all the other delicious recipes in your book.
Absolutely.
Someday, Jake would like to sell his own line of cookware.
Thanks, Madison. That made me hungry.
Yeah, you